Hello guys, welcome to another tarot reading. So I thought it would be fun for this reading since it's literally on eclipse day. Why don't we do a glow up, energy glow up and energy activation reading? Because I feel like for some people this eclipse hits hard and like I need to purge, I need to cleanse, let go. Obviously yes, because it's a full moon, right? That's the energy of a full moon. But I feel like for a lot of us too, this is a kind of like a glow up, because I feel fine like this. I thought this was gonna affect me negatively in the sense of like I'm gonna have a lot of things come up. Maybe I'm talking too soon, I don't know. But literally I was outside and I felt the most powerful I've ever felt. So I think for me, like, this is really good because I do have Virgo in my 8th house, so this is kind of like supporting that. I don't know, I'm gonna look it up later, but I feel compelled to do a energy activation one. I don't know, I'm just really feeling it. So let's see what Spirit has to say. Oh yeah, okay. A full circle moment of feeling at peace, basically. The Four of Cups here literally is representing like, I feel good, I feel fine. Like I said, it really depends. I think like the previous reading was for the people that are gonna go through it, which my condolences. Like in Bridgerton where she said sorrows, prayers, sorrows. That's for some people in this group, and then the other are just gonna slay. So yeah, literally. Holy. Okay, if you've been trying to manifest something big, use this eclipse energy to your advantage. The energy is gonna be potent, and I'm gonna tell you what I told my inner circle community, which, guys, if you're not part of my inner circle, you should subscribe because you get shadow work prompts. I'm actually going to do some shadow work prompts for you guys this week there, Eclipse 1 space, but also you get coaching, you get tarot readings, you get all my products and services 20% off. So yeah, for those that are serious about their glow up and their energy work and their healing path, come over to that side. But yeah, as I said on the inner circle tarot reading for this week, okay, you're gonna put out some water tonight while the full moon is up to make full moon water. But not just any full moon water, you're gonna make lunar eclipse and Virgo full moon water. In the reading itself, I told my collective that they should use it to purge, cleanse, let go of whatever overthinking, perfectionism, guilt, whatever's holding them back. But you can also use that to boost your manifestations, which, hello, eclipse energy, why wouldn't you take advantage of that? There's only 4 eclipses a week. A year, excuse me. Also, I need to cough, so let me remove the microphone real quick. I covered it, so I hope it was not too loud, but wow, that scratched my throat very badly, even though I was just sending voice notes to my friends. But yeah, Ace of Cups. Okay, so this is actually, you're gonna gain a lot of clarity, emotional clarity from this lunar eclipse. Maybe for the past couple of weeks you felt like some kind of mental fog, emotional fog, and you could not connect to your emotions the best. This is gonna end. And also Ace of Cups, if you're a Scorpio, if you're a Pisces or a Cancer, anywhere in your chart, but mostly big 3, so rising, sun and moon, this eclipse is very necessary for you to just finally let go of those emotional wounds that you have. And the specific is like avoidance, this fear of avoidance of like, oh, I cannot show my emotions a lot because people are gonna be overwhelmed by that. And your lesson here basically is that because of that reaction, you need to even show more your emotions, because you need to see and figure out and give even people the chance of, can they handle my emotions or can they not? Because this is how you weed out the people that are not aligned with you. So for me, for example, if I have a very strong personality, I guess, where I'm very bubbly and all that, not everyone can vibe with that, because it can get exhausting. You know, if you're a low energy person, I can definitely be overwhelming. Am I going to hide that because people might get, I don't know, triggered by it? No, because I need to know who can handle my energy, and not a lot of people can. I mean, like, it shows, because a lot of people left my life. But this is why you need to be authentic. This is why you need to be truthful. This is why you need to be in touch with your emotions and your authentic self, so you can see who or how people are gonna react. We have the Five of Cups and then the Nine of Wands. So this consistent fight where you feel like the Nine of Wands here is kind of like a back and forth energy, where it has to do with your authenticity. Sometimes you tell yourself like, oh, I'm gonna be more authentic, and then someone shows you a little thing where you're like, oh no, they're gonna get triggered, so let me just step back, pretend I never did that, which is wrong. Okay, again, you're not giving people the chance to see the real you, which the real you has so much potential. If you would allow yourself to fully embody the version of you that you're supposed to be showing up as, do you know how many doors could open for you? Especially for my people that have very magnetic birth chart placements. Okay, I'm talking like literally strong 10th house placements, 7th house placements, then 11th house placements as well, because that's literally also community and stuff like that. You're supposed to be seen. And that's very funny, because like my friend also said like, this is the year for me to be seen and celebrated. And I guess she might have very strong house placements like that too, where you just have to show up, literally show up. We have the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups here is literally what was that one word that I learned about the Page of Cups? It's gonna come to my mind. But you know, the page is kind of like a little bit of a beginner figure, you know, where they're starting to embody what it is, or like practice what they've learned. This is how you can slowly start, you know. We have, oh my god, the Page of Cups ended up coming out anyway. So see, from the bottom to out of the deck. So like, that's literally how you're gonna start. You're literally coming out of the hiding place basically, which I love. We have the Star card in reverse and then the Hierophant. I wonder if this one here means that it is the way you thought how you were supposed to shine, the way people taught you, like, oh, only show certain parts of yourself, only show yourself or show to society parts of you that are going to be accepted. No. So maybe this is also for some of you a Lilith activation for you, because it's the rebellious one, it's the one that's from society standards a little bit taboo, the wounded side, your shadow self, the unapologetic version of you. So definitely look where you have your Lilith placements. And it's fun, believe me. I've been trying, not trying, but I've been activating my Lilith placement more and more, and I don't know, I do hope that you guys can recognize it a little bit more, because I'm like, it's fun. It's just like, literally, I never used to be someone that really cared a lot about what people thought about me, because I'm very detached from people in certain occasions. But with my Lilith sign, it's even more. And for like social media stuff, this really helps. But yeah, let's see what else. I don't know why Gemini keeps popping up. For a whole week almost, Gemini is popping up. I don't know if at this point I should just do like a one Gemini birth, like well, yeah, basically a reading for Gemini. Especially if you have a Gemini in the 5th house, make yourself known in the comment section. I don't know, but this is for you. Spirit has been trying to get me to reach you in a way where I'm like, what? 3 of Wands and then the Moon card. So expansion in the subconscious, or you're just going to be, it's going to be easier for you to catch certain patterns. You know, you're going to be super aware. I am hearing that you have some strong psychic senses. So you could have like a very interesting moon placement, but I'm also hearing like your Pluto placement is very important. Your Pluto could be either a water or an air sign as well. Or in this case, it could be a fire sign because Wands is fire energy. So either Aries or Sagittarius probably. Definitely not Leo. Leo is not really that tuned in. Which I'm sorry, Leos. They're all gonna be offendedly rolling their eyes right now. But yeah, like you're gonna reach a whole new level. We have the 4 of Pentacles here. So stability is coming in. You're also using resources around you actually, you know. The books that you've been reading, the information that you have been reading online. It's not just like, oh, let's write it down and just maybe one day use. Especially for people that are into manifesting and law of assumption, you're finally applying it right. And you're playing by your own rules a little bit. Again, the Lilith energy activating here. Because there's so many rules around manifesting, which a lot of people are spewing bullshit, to be honest. Where I'm like, no wonder you're not getting far, because you have a complete wrong impression of how it actually works. Let me look at the fairy deck now. Okay, we have here goodbye to the old and welcome to the new. So definitely rebirth moment, which, I mean, considering this activation energy, it's obvious, but anyways, basically prove to yourself. I don't know how else I'm supposed to translate it, but basically it's kind of like, in a way, like showing off, showing your abilities, showing what you've learned, share your wisdom. It's not about hiding anymore. We're actually putting ourselves out there and to the fullest potential. We have be a little bit more chill, so stop being so uptight. This is around like circumstances, because we had like the Magician. When you feel like a certain problem, this is the best example I can give. My parents are facing right now a financial situation where they were like, oh, already going into worst case scenario, and I was like, why would you call that upon yourself? Don't you know that words are spells at this point, you know? And maybe it's for me easy because I have like literally Sagittarius Mercury placement in the 12th house, so we already know words are powerful, but for me it's even more intensified, right? So I'm like, ooh. So me being the daughter that I am, I'm taking it upon myself to manifest a better situation for them. But again, the lesson here is that if it seems impossible, it's not. Everything's energy. Energy can change. Energy is literally, I think the word in English is malleable, where you can literally shape it, okay? We learn in physics that, or quantum physics basically, when you observe an atom, it starts moving, it starts vibrating because it's being observed. and then it changes and everything around it changes. Same concept. Look the circumstance in the eye. Is it what you like? No. Then you start telling yourself a different story, and then it has to change. And you persist, okay? Even when you look it in the eye, you say, nope, that's not what it is. I don't want that. Then we have summer. So you could have been born during summertime. Summer could be your favorite season. Summer could be like where a lot of your manifestations are gonna pop in. Certain things do need to take a little bit longer because you have all these things you have to let go of. And also the more comfortable and confident you get in your manifestation skills and in yourself, having faith in yourself, takes a little bit of a while. And then we have patience. Well, now you know why. You gotta learn how to... This is not in the sense of like, oh, it's not divine timing. In this case, it's literally because you need to integrate that new story. And certain stories take a little bit longer to... What's the word? To settle in, I guess. To lock in this case. We have the High Priestess deck now. What's the energy activation and the energy glow up? That card fell. I'm gonna pick it up after the other ones. Oh, we got a new card. This eclipse energy is bringing new stuff, and I love it. I'm so excited to read up how it's gonna affect my birth chart, but also I'm gonna do a tarot reading for myself. Oh, another new card. Yes. Okay, let me pick up this one. Okay, we're starting with the one that fell down, which is you're responsible for the past, present, and the future. Okay. So again, eclipses are not a bad thing. I don't know why there's so much fear-mongering in spiritual... Well, it's mostly TikTok, because TikTok just genuinely likes, I don't know, making drama, I guess. Okay, so view this eclipse as the perfect moment to let go of things that have been bothering you and keeping you stuck in a cycle where you're like, when is this going to end? The opportunity lies right here. That's why I say... the outcome of an eclipse really depends on how you prepare for it and how much work do you put in the integration moments. Do you learn your lessons? Do you do the shadow work prompts? Do you do the journaling? Do you do the breakthroughs or the different decisions that you're meant to do? That really determines then how also you're going to be showing up for the next eclipse. Then we have, you have lost the path. You lost eyes on your path, basically. Well, you lost a little bit. So let this moon, full moon, and lunar eclipse bring you clarity. See how she's wearing red? You need to ground yourself. Your solar plexus, maybe that one too, but your root chakra is very unbalanced right now. So, apples. Red bell peppers, strawberry, if strawberry season already started for you. Anything that's red, please. Then we have here, oh, this card is so beautiful, the colors. Oh, the destiny of a high priestess is the transformation. Oh my god, this is literally what I said with my tarot, like my shadow work reading, where I said that certain people in my collective have high priestess energy. And this is basically step one to your preparation for that, to reach your highest potential. Most people might reach, if they're like, if they put the work in, a empress level. Those that are lucky are gonna reach a empress, high priestess level, especially if your birth chart supports it. If you have very strong spiritual birth chart placements, you're meant to be a high priestess anyway. That's just your destiny. You can fight it as much as you want to, but it's gonna find you. Hello, this is confirmation, and all the colors, like the purples and all that, literally crown chakra. If you feel like you've had a lot of headaches lately, and this week, if you feel like really this pressure, veiling, okay? Like a silk scarf, whatever, cover your crown chakra, because the downloads are gonna be crazy. And if you're not used to channeling energy, if you're still like getting into it, because you probably already have this initiation process, you need to veil, okay? Then these cards are, oof. Okay, the dark side of your inner priestess is coming up. Didn't I say Lilith activation? Hello? If this isn't the sign, I don't know what it is. Okay, so you're gonna have to face that shadow self. You cannot run from it any longer. You just have to befriend her. Doesn't matter if you're a guy watching, everyone has a Lilith placement, okay? You just have to fight. Stop fighting that version of you, okay? It's your most raw, authentic self. Embrace it. It's gonna magnetize your energy so much that it just makes it easier for you for opportunities to find you, to be chosen and stuff like that. The thing is, when I start looking into a specific birth chart sign and working on it, it also indirectly translates for you guys, because you're meant to activate those parts, okay? I'm kind of like I guess the guinea pig in this moment, you know, where I'm testing it on myself and see, ooh, this is very like, wow, this is very effective. And I'm only 2 weeks in. Like, imagine if I actually put in more work into it and did, oh my God, if I did like a Reiki session for that, holy moly. But you know what? The reason why I'm doing it is because I'm supposed to show it to you guys. Like, this is what it looks like. This could also be you. Obviously, for everyone, it's going to be a little bit different, because not everyone's going to have the same placements. I have a strong Lilith placement where it's just like in Leo in the 8th house. So basically, just my whole existence is a mirror for other people to be like, these are your shadows, confront them. Which, this is why the job that I'm doing, you know? But yeah, figure it out. Come back and tell me. I would love to read about it. Then we have higher transformation sometimes needs double the strength. Okay, community. I feel like the reason why High Priestess activation moment is happening right now, because the collective needs it, so that we can all come together and change this world. As we're seeing, things are falling apart. Systems are breaking down because Pluto, was it in Aquarius where it shifted? And the last time it was during the French Revolution, because, you know, the whole government scheme needed to fall apart and be rebuilt. I feel like something similar is with the High Priestess activation, where the elevated energy of all the High Priestesses is gonna be crazy and needed. But yeah, anyways, I guess this is kind of like my part in this, where I have to initiate you guys. I don't know, because the other day I also got the download of like, make a Lilith activation, offer like services. I don't know if it's gonna be subliminals, if it's going to be like Reiki session, shadow work prompts, a workbook. I have no idea, but I'm gonna be cooking something up, so yeah. I don't know what emoji. Actually, you know what? Since we talked about like Black Lilith, like Black Moon Lilith and all that, how about a black heart? And the affirmation could be that... literally, my camera couldn't hold on a little bit longer. The affirmation should be that I stop running from my wounds. I embrace my shadow self. I feel like, as simple as it is, there's a lot of power in that statement. And you know, for like the beginning, that's good. You know, we're gonna work our way up there. But yeah, I wonder also if this means that Lilith is trying to get into contact. I don't know. I haven't really been into the daily work since I've gotten back into witchcraft again this year. Obviously, if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna go with my matron, which is Aphrodite, my ride or die. And I don't know, Hecate has not been well, but I will let you guys know, because I feel like this is very interesting that it's coming so strongly. But yeah, let me know about what you have been experiencing this pre-eclipse energy. What else is gonna come up? I'm also feeling like my psychic abilities are getting a huge upgrade right now. And I need to get a specific notebook just for channeling. I want to start channeling before the Reiki videos. Well, maybe that too. But before the tarot readings, so I can present that and then get into the cards. I'm feeling a little bit inspired by Nati, but you know, in general, it's just like so many downloads at once, and I'm just like teeny tiny bit overwhelmed. So yeah, I'm gonna work out today to get that energy out, and I got some ingredients to make a carrot cake because baking is grounding for me and also helps me channel a little bit more my feminine energy, which I need this week. So yeah, let me know what you're gonna do this week to keep yourself grounded, if you need some advice. And oh, also, because I still have not removed it, if you do want more support, the aura cleanse and the cord cutting video Reiki session is still 50% off on my Stan store. I just forgot to remove it, but maybe it was meant to be this. Okay, so for the next 2 weeks of the post shadow integration session or moment, it's still gonna be up. So for those that have been thinking like, I need a Reiki session, now's the time. Bye bye.